want your theories to come in. So where we find Cornifer here, there's something else that was there, and you've probably overlooked it, but it's odd. So out of all of those enemies I named, we have the Crystal Crawler, the Crystal Hunter, the Crystallized Husk, the Glimback, the Husk Miner, the Shard Mite, the Crystal and Enraged Guardian. Why? Why do we have Husk up here with a cage? We have dead Husk in a cage. Somebody was using bugs to experiment. Somebody was literally using these bugs to experiment with these crystals. And it's real fun to speculate and say, hey, who this was, because that cage looks an awful lot like the top of the Pale King. And the Pale King was fucking more egotistical than I am. Dude put his image everywhere. But why? Why would somebody be experimenting with these bugs? And then every clue that we've had throughout this video suddenly rushed together. The crystals are draining soul. The crystals are parasitic. These bugs were not killed, per se, by anything other than their exposure to these crystals. The miners were killed by their exposure to the crystals as it drained the soul. Too much time spent with these crystals will drain you. It will kill you. And I didn't know why until I realized I answered it at the beginning of this video. And I answered it in the beginning of my research. Deep focus is a natural occurring charm. It is a divergent lens that naturally formed. However, quick focus isn't. Quick focus is said to be a man-made charm. Someone was manufacturing charms out of these crystals. We wind up finding quick focus, which allows that soul to be focused for good, or potentially, as we saw with the crystal or Enraged Guardian, and with the crystallized husk, it can also be focused as a weapon. Somebody was using innocent bugs in Crystal Peak to allow the crystals to drain them of their soul so that they could harness these powers, so that they could use this. And whether they were just making charms or they were making weapons, I can't quite say. We know for certain that somebody made this charm, and we know for certain that these two husks don't belong here. And that is definitely a cage. So, aren't charms dead bugs? No, not all charms are dead bugs. And just off the top of my head, because obviously it's not on my notes, I have all my notes over Crystal Peak. But somebody help me here. I believe it's Quick Slash is actually the discarded nails from the ancient nailsmith that through their own will actually fused together. I believe that's right along the lines of its description. So no, charms are not just dead bugs. Charms can be formed out of emotions. Charms can be formed out of other objects. Charms are so different and complex. We probably need to cover that one as well. But Crystal Peak holds a deadlier secret than just its crown. It is home to crystals that are parasitic in nature. Crystals that draw soul out of beings, out of the air, out of everything around it. They harness and they hold this energy, and we can see that with the Crystal Heart. It was used as a battery. It was used as an energy core for a golem. They are something entirely new that this game only touched on and only hinted at. But in this research, I found a whole new respect for. These crystals are not to be taken lightly, guys. And I hope that all of this has shed a little bit more light on it. I want to say thank you guys for joining me. We're actually going to wrap up about 15 minutes early, which is odd, because I flew through that. I was super excited because I got to learn new stuff on this one. So I want to thank you guys for joining me. Thank you for tuning in. Crystal Peak, this game in its entirety is fantastic. If you guys get the chance to run through the game sometime, slow. Everybody's worried about speedrunning, but run through it slow. Enjoy those small, minute details they put there, and ask yourself why. Ask yourself, why is that there? Why is that like that? What is that symbol? Those are the questions I find myself asking when I run through this, and I've run through this game a couple fucking times now. A lot of times now. And I pour through the lore, and I pour through the descriptions, and I pour through all of it because they put in that work. And I think that really deserves to be respected, and I think it deserves to be appreciated. The artwork is beautiful, the music is gorgeous, and the details are fantastic. I always tell you guys I'm a detail guy, and the details they put into this are so amazing. Even after I've written look deepers and I have gone through research on research, there's always something I can find, and I want to hear from you guys as well, because I'm only one dude looking at this, and I want to know your thoughts, and I want to know what you guys saw that I missed, because I will undoubtedly miss something. Next week we will probably be doing what your guys' pick will be again. Guys, I really want to thank you for tuning in. Patreons, I really want to thank you. You guys are fucking phenomenal. I will drop the Patreon link down below. Guys, I drop a new Look Deeper on the Patreon every week. I drop them on the page twice a month. So you're getting double the content. You're also, depending on what donation you make, you're getting a little kickback to a couple of those Patreons I've reached out to already. You guys know what I'm talking about. I don't want to spoil it, but the other thing is, and I almost forgot this, the shirt order. I actually placed the shirt order. The price they quoted me was really high, and I'm trying to save you guys money. So I'm actually looking at different possibilities for the shirts, maybe having them made somewhere else. Obviously, this was a test run, cost me a little extra, but the shirts were coming back like at $20 plus shipping, and I thought that was a little high for a t-shirt. I know you guys want to support me and you want the shirts, but I also want to make sure you guys are getting the best deal you can. So I'm trying to find a cheaper avenue for that. As soon as I do, I will let you guys know about the t-shirt order. But that's kind of where we're at on that one. Patreons, the kickback that you guys are expecting, I've talked to you guys about them. Still expect those. I will have those done and ready here shortly, I believe. There's two of you, and I think both of you are probably on the stream tonight, that I really needed to thank. You two are my highest ones, so thank you both for that. Guys, jump over to the Look Deeper page. Like I said, we're doing Silksong visual clues, and I want to stress that I am not theorizing on Silksong until it comes out. I'm actually almost at my goal for Silksong, so when it comes out, I'll get it for the Switch, and we'll do that. That way I can do more of these, and I can do Look Deepers on Silksong as well. We can keep up the lore discussions. Also, like I said, I promised you guys if I do hit that goal with my Patreon, I will stream it. I said I would stream it in geoposting, and if that's really what the Patreons want, that's what I will give them. So drop me a message there. Let me know what you guys want. Let me know what you guys thought about the conclusion and the ideas I drew from Crystal Peak. Like I said, these crystals match up really well with quartz. It has piezoelectricity. It also had pyroelectricity, I believe, which is actually the illumination part of it that I was talking about, and I may have forgot that in there. I'm going to post my board down in the comments, guys. I really appreciate you. Fucking love you guys. This game's fantastic. You guys are fantastic. This whole fucking community is great, and it's a lot of fun to do these, so thank you for allowing me to do it. Thank you for tuning in. You guys stay safe. Let's drink, guys. I'll see you here in a bit in the comments.